What Caitlin Clark did, because so many eyeballs were on her, was she is a huge multiplier effect of that.
I see a lot of players wanting to go, in this offseason, a lot of players are going to want to go to the Fever.
Imagine being at an Indiana Fever game, and the crowd goes crazy as Caitlin Clark, Kelsey Mitchell, Aaliyah Boston, Lexi Hull, and Satu Sali play together. It seems too fantastic to be true.
I was trying to think of who potentially could be in their plans. Like, obviously Satu Sabali is a potential player who you can get via some sort of trade.
In this video, we'll discuss Clark's Time Magazine Athlete of the Year Award, free agency, and what the Fever are doing to become a championship team. Are you ready? Let's get started. GM Amber Cox recently gave an interview that has fans talking about this exact scenario. Let's analyze what she said and why everyone is thinking the Fever might be building a WNBA super team. The new GM didn't hold back on this one.
I think we're obviously at this very pivotal time in the WNBA, and obviously led by the Indiana Fever. But I think all those experiences will lend themselves to hopefully doing the best job possible here.
In a recent interview, Amber Cox revealed her vision for the team's future as the new general manager. She's not just making moves, she's orchestrating a total change, which has fans talking about the Fever's off-season plan.
The entire world was shocked during the WNBA expansion draft when Tammy Fagbenle became available, especially because when you look at last season, she played a really huge part in the Fever's success in terms of getting to that point where you all were able to make the playoff.
Let's speak about Tammy Fagan. Cox's remarks on not shielding her during the expansion draft took everyone off surprise. It's not often to see a club voluntarily let go of a valuable player, but Cox had this to say.
It's really part of an overall plan, which hopefully everyone will see unfold throughout the offseason.
This group clearly developed strong camaraderie in the second half of the season, so that was not an easy decision. This is where things get really interesting. Cox hinted at a bigger plan for the Fever she taught fans with this cryptic message. It's really part of an overall plan that hopefully everyone will see unfold during the offseason. What could she be up to? Is there a blockbuster trade in the works, or perhaps a high-profile free agent signing? Cox is not new to this game. She has a winning culture.
Obviously, we want to take the next step. So I think as we're looking to free agency, we'll think about veterans coming in with that playoff experience.
Let's now discuss the Fever's financial situation. They have roughly $650,000 in cap space to work with this offseason, which gives them enough leeway to make some significant moves, such as possibly offering Max a contract to important players. Cox is obviously thinking big, focusing on versatile players who can contribute on both ends of the court.
Obviously, as we get into free agency, the number one priority for us is re-signing Kelsey Mitchell. I think that backcourt was about as lethal as we've seen in the WNBA, and I'm talking maybe in history in the second half of the season last year.
The biggest news, however, is all about Kelsey Mitchell Cox, who put an end to all the rumors by saying, "We want Kelsey back." She's had an incredible career here. No one deserves this opportunity to be a part of this success more than Kelsey. It appears that the Fever are going all out to keep their star guard, even though it hasn't been officialized yet because free agency hasn't started. The Fever management has confirmed they will core Kelsey, which means she will return for a year under a max contract.
So we want to reunite Caitlin and Kelsey, and Kelsey, when I think about her and her time in Indiana, and, you know, a lot of trials and tribulations throughout her career. So for me and for us, I'm most excited for her to be in this moment and experience so much success.
What's next for the Fever under Cox's leadership? It looks like we're in for an exciting off-season, but as the team prepares for the future, there's another story that has everyone talking. Caitlin Clark, the Fever's superstar point guard, recently appeared on Time Magazine's cover as Athlete of the Year, and not everyone is happy about it. Let's explore the controversy that's sweeping the basketball world.
Caitlin Clark was recently named Time's Athlete of the Year.
Caitlin Clark's appearance on the cover of Time Magazine as Athlete of the Year should have been a moment of celebration for women's basketball, but instead it sparked a fierce debate that exposed deep divisions in the sport at the center of this controversy. You might think that being named Athlete of the Year is all glory and praise for her, but it's turned into an unexpected battle as the basketball world takes sides. One voice is cutting through the noise with a perspective that might change how you view this whole situation. Sheila Johnson, co-owner of the Washington Mystics.
And Washington Mystics co-owner Sheila Johnson, responded to that by saying, I think the WNBA in its entirety should have been featured.
Johnson was outspoken in her criticism of the Times' choice to showcase Clark alone on the cover. She said that the WNBA as a whole ought to have been honored rather than just one player, since this leads to animosity. Johnson said that her remarks sent shockwaves through the basketball community like a lightning.
Because when you just keep singling out one player, it creates hard feelings.
How do you handle the backlash? Fans, players, and analysts immediately defended Clark, praising her amazing accomplishments and the attention she has brought to women's basketball, while others agreed with Johnson that concentrating too much on one player could overshadow the league's overall success.
How do you respond to those comments, and do you think the award should have been given to the entire WNBA rather than Caitlin Clark individually?
I think Caitlin Clark deserved that award.
Amber Cox, the general manager of the Indiana Fever, rose up to defend Clark amid all the commotion, and her remarks were powerful. She continued by describing how Clark's influence extends far beyond her on-court performance.
Because she has so many fans, and you saw it across arenas, people are moving games because so many people wanted to see her play.
The story you'll hear next will definitely warm your heart. If you've made it this far and are enjoying the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications. We know watching this video takes some of your time, and we appreciate you. Cox painted a vivid picture of Clark's influence by saying that she's a huge multiplier effect of the league's current growth because so many eyeballs were on her. It's not just empty praise.
We've never seen anything like Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark is a superstar. Not a female superstar, she is a superstar.
We were coming to see Caitlin Clark play.
She moves the needle. The WNBA has been looking for someone who moves the needle.
Imagine that a few people attend a game because they are intrigued by the excitement around Clark's casual supporters. Cox didn't overlook other rising stars like Angel Reese and Cameron Brink, giving them their due in recognition of their contributions to the sport. By the end of the evening, perhaps even first-timers are leaving with season tickets. That's the kind of impact Clark is having, turning inquisitive spectators into die-hard supporters with just one game.
I don't take anything away from other players that brought more eyeballs. Angel, Cameron, right? The identity and how much brand recognition these players now have in college absolutely helped the WNBA.
But when it comes to Clark, Cox didn't hold back. We've never seen anything like Caitlin Clark. Given her record-breaking performances and the attention she's brought to women's basketball as the Fever gear up for what could be a transformative offseason, everyone is wondering how Clark's star power will affect the team's strategy. Speaking of strategy, remember that larger plan Cox hinted at earlier? The Fever just made a move that has left fans perplexed and may be the key to understanding Cox's master plan for the team's future.
Caitlin specifically has such a unique skill set. She loves to run, just incredible vision. Stephanie White sat down right where you are and said, we want to run. So how much are you thinking about the fit here as you close in on free agents?
It's the most important thing, right? You've got to get the players that fit with the system Stephanie wants to have on the floor.
The Indiana Fever just made a decision that has everyone talking. What does Amber Cox know that we don't? Tammy L's departure from the club has left supporters stunned. Imagine this. If you're creating a championship squad, do you maintain the dependable veteran or take a chance on future potential?
Also, her ability to run the floor with Caitlin Clark and how their games complemented each other. When we think about, that expansion draft, what was the thought process in making her available?
She was a reliable contributor last season, averaging 6.4 points and 5.7 rebounds per game. Her ability to run the floor with Caitlin Clark created a dynamic duo that helped push the Fever into playoff contention. And let's not forget that Tam has always supported Clark. However, now that Fagman is leaving for the Golden State Valkyries, Fever fans are left wondering what's going on.
The expansion draft is difficult. It's hard to lose a player. 6 is not very many when you think about protecting anybody on your roster.
It's not easy. You never like to see a player leave. Temi was obviously an incredible piece to the success last year. But again, it's the price we pay for growth. We're really excited for Golden State to come online. And certainly it was a decision we made, but a decision that wasn't in a vacuum, part of an overall strategy that hopefully everyone will see unfold throughout the offseason.
Fans vigorously debated the decision to leave Fagan Lay unprotected in the expansion draft. Some contended that her experience and presence in the locker room were too valuable to lose, while others speculated that this might be part of a larger strategy to free up cap space for a big free agent signing. Social media was ablaze with theories, ranging from trade rumors to worries about team chemistry. It's evident that the Fever front office struggled with the decision, weighing Fagman-Lay's contributions against their long-term goals for the team.
The entire world was shocked during the WNBA expansion draft when Tammy Fagbenley became available, especially because when you look at last season, she played a really huge part in the Fever's success in terms of getting to that point where you all were able to make the playoffs.
It's the most important thing. You got to have somebody that can run up and down the floor and catch those passes Caitlin's going to be throwing.
Fagman-L's departure leaves a noticeable hole in the team's roster. Her versatility as a forward who could score rebounds and block shots will be missed. The team now faces the challenge of finding a player who can fill multiple roles and maintain the chemistry that drove their late-season surge. The possibilities seem endless, and Cox's assured tone suggests she's holding some pretty good cards. It's clear the Fever are thinking long-term and willing to make tough decisions now for future success.
So it's a lot of movement for me this offseason. The decision to change teams. Yeah, so I'll be a free agent this year.
As the dust settles on Lay's departure, all eyes are on the Fever's next move. With the free agency period approaching, rumors are circulating about possible targets the Fever will pursue to fill the void left by Benel and how this mystery player fits into Cox's grand vision for the team's future. One thing is certain, though, the Indiana Fever are just getting started, and the best may be yet to come.